Yo, fam, welcome back. Good to have you here. Happy Monday. I keep losing track of the days. We start a new week today. On Friday, we streamed, and it does look like the charts changed just a little bit, and so has our live stream trade. I did close our short a little early, but I did manage last night in my sleepiest of sleepies to rip off a long and then go right back to bed. Worked out pretty well. I tweeted it. I put it pretty much everywhere, put it in the Discord. So you guys who are in our community likely have already seen it. Let's hope my timestamp buttons work. They are not. If you're not following me on Twitter or in the Discord, links in the chat. Also, shout out to our sponsors. That was close. Bybit and Market Cypher, two of the leading in the industry. Highly recommend them. Use my links in the description below for some bonuses and discounts, etc. I'll throw their links in there. Don't forget to smash the likes and subscribes. We're going to be answering the question, why is crypto falling today? The question that seems to be on everyone's mind. We're going to look at the typical culprits when we do see crashes like this, and we're going to see if they have any insight for us. So thanks for joining. Don't forget those likes and subscribes. I'll be shouting you out. If you subscribe during the live, that's your bonus. That's your takeaway. I will say this long trade was one of the bigger trades that we've taken during these live streams. And this wasn't even taken live. But I did close. You can't see it's under my armpit. We started at 1,000 contracts, which is 1 BTC. Each contract is 1/1000th of a BTC. I did close half of it at 19.3. So it was a smart move. We take a look at our fills here. Let's just go over this really fast. Opened, boom, 18.745, closed at 19.3, half the position, and I'm kind of curious to see what I should do going forward. If you guys think I should keep it open, let me know. If you think I should close it, let me know. It was a little bit of a degen play. Happy I didn't get stopped out. Let's get some tunes rocking. Let's get this tunes up. I need some tunes to vibe. So, why is crypto crashing? Well, let's start with this. This is an interesting thought. Has crypto really crashed? It's weird. If you guys open up your news, if you open up your streams of data, every article is top double analysts that predicted every lotto winning ticket number in the world says Bitcoin's going to 5K, Bitcoin's going to 10K, etc. I want to make you guys mindful of this while I think about it. Do you find it a little sus? Do you find it sus? I do. The reason being is Bitcoin, and we're looking at the total crypto market cap, one of our favorite charts. While it doesn't look good, we aren't any worse off than we were in June or July. Yes, we have a lower low in the month, but we had already broken the previous month's low. Let's open up the Bitcoin chart. Let's put it on the monthly. This is where we got to keep based. With 11 days and one Sherpow meeting left on the 21st. Make sure you tune into that. The stream is scheduled. Go set a reminder. There's a little button. They let you set a reminder on YouTube. Don't miss that. Those are our best streams. We are, with 11 days and one Sherpow meeting left, we are waiting to see September's close. This is the last month in Q3. In 11 days, 6 hours, we will have our final quarter to what is, in my opinion, probably the single most painful crypto year we've ever seen, and I think I have the charts to back that up. If we look at BLX, which we're not going to do because I'll get sidetracked here, you'll see that this is in fact the worst yearly candle we've ever seen. And I don't know why I did air quotes, because it is. This is the first time ever in the history of Bitcoin do we have a bearish engulfed yearly candle. And we talked about this long ago. We talked about it since. In fact, when we first started pointing this out, people said, Tom, it's like, we're only like 4 months into the year. Like, you can't say that yet. And I agree. It isn't a closed bearish engulfed candle, but that doesn't defeat my point. As, well, one, it's still bearish engulfed. Not great. That would give us a target of, it's around 29,000 to close above in the next 3 months and 11 days. It is possible. I'm still actually leaning in that direction. Until I see June's low, I'm still leaning in that direction. But even if it doesn't close on a bearish engulfed yearly, Bitcoin has never bearish engulfed even intra-year. This is Coinbase's history, so this candle actually doesn't show all the data. 2014 opened much lower. So that in itself is significant. But why is it dumping today? I don't know. We're going to find out together. Our target being 20K. Let's close back above the previous all-time high, 2017. And all of a sudden, September's not that scary. We haven't really seen much volatility. We did see a rally basically to the open of last month. Slightly missed it at 23.3. That was our target on stream for a long time, as it also overlaps with the 200 weekly. You can see we did not fully backtest it on Bitcoin's chart, but we got very close. Without a clean backtest, I don't think it's rejected. I still think we're going to come back up, test that 200 at some point. If it gets smashed from there, that's not good. So, on to the main topic of the story. Why is it crashing? Let's take a look at the main culprits. As I said, the dollar not really giving us any insight. The dollar not having a volatile day. In fact, extremely low volatility on the dollar. If we look really closely, let's just put two horizontals, we can see that the dollar is trading very much in a horizontal channel. Now, in my opinion, the probability of that breaking to the upside is lightly weighted to the upside in a horizontal channel, but it seems to be respecting 109.6 and 110 as resistance above. So the dollar isn't the reason. It's interesting because if you look at this chart and you invert it, it looks damn well just like Bitcoin. Like, it looks really close to the Bitcoin chart. It's like a year of falling. The difference is the dollar did break to a new low, or in this case, a new high, when Bitcoin did not in September. That could suggest that Bitcoin and the dollar could be decoupling a little bit. The dollar is showing continued strength, while Bitcoin is not showing that corresponding weakness. That is actually pretty spicy, and I'm surprised we didn't see that earlier. We do have bearish divergence on, say, our daily or weekly time frames, but I'm still waiting for the monthly close to see if we're going to see that appear on the monthly. While it doesn't guarantee the dollar can't go up more, bearish divergence on the daily and weekly time frames is pretty much what I personally ignored on Bitcoin on the way up, because I said Bitcoin doesn't care about bearish divergence on the daily, especially in a bull market, and now it seems the dollar is in the same position. So interestingly, the dollar is not giving us an explanation here. And it has. If you go back and look, it has very, very closely and accurately done this over the last few months even. So if it's not the dollar, what could it be? Well, I'm not sure I have the answer, but we're going to do a little more speculating. On our last stream on Friday, we saw something happen that actually gave me a little bit of fear. I don't experience fear in markets often. I have been in crypto for many years. I used to experience it every day and eventually become numb. But this chart gave me chills. On Friday, the gold fell below a 2-year support, reaching to a new low. This is not good. Not good. I would really like to see gold randomly bounce up here. That would likely coincide with the dollar falling, but we don't have it yet. So let's zoom in. Gold reaching to a multi-year low down to 1654. Let's see, on Friday, was it Friday? 16th, a little bit of a green candle, 0.5% up. Today hasn't broken yesterday's low, but it is gaining a little strength, at least comparatively to Friday's close. Not convinced. Not convinced on this bounce here. Maybe just a retracement back to like close to 1700 level. Weirdly kind of mimicking Ethereum on price point, but I digress. This also doesn't necessarily explain Bitcoin or crypto's fall today. It does mirror it. If we are going to make the case of store of value or inflation hedge, people have long criticized Bitcoin when inflation has gotten hot and Bitcoin hasn't gone up right away. Well, explain this then. Why is gold hitting multi-year lows when inflation is super hot? When we're looking for 75 or 100% BPS hike again in this month on the 21st. Something doesn't add up. Something doesn't add up here. Where is the value going? There really is only one chart I can show you, and yes, you guys are probably gonna go ahead and spam me. Yes, XRP, I see it. XRP, you can spam me with like charts that might have have a little green on them today, but I can't find a chart outside of the dollar and one more. Let's see if I even have a good chart for it. And bonds. Bonds clearly in an uptrend. We've seen the 2-year and 10-year inversion, which is a typical foreshadowing for a recession. This is where the money's going? Question mark. This doesn't. Markets do not always act rationally. Today is honestly, and you guys have seen me go live many days, and we have some great explanations and some great things to point at and look at. We don't have that today. I do not know where money is going. Is it going into bonds? So are we really saying that people are taking 3.5% in 10 years? People are accepting a 0.35 per year return on their dollars? Something doesn't add up. Where's the money going? Where's the value going? That's my question, and I don't have the answer. At the moment, we are seeing kind of unprecedented economic times. The things that should be acting as inflation hedges are not thriving in a heavily inflammatory environment. The dollar seemingly being the strongest asset during hot inflation times. Where does capital go? And this is a question that I've asked many investors and many traders, and no one has the answer for me. There is no answer. No one knows what to do. Do you put your money in dollars, meaning you sell your assets, knowing you're going to take a guaranteed 8, 9, 10% hit on inflation? And let's be real, inflation is much higher than that. That's just core or CPI, whatever gibberish metric they use to make things seem okay. Do you put your money into that because it's going up, knowing that you're losing? It doesn't make sense to me. If we take a look at stocks, we'll see that they have, sure, a green day today, 0.25%. I'm not really going to say that this looks good. This looks pretty terrible. 4,300 rejected as resistance and created potentially like a neckline here. This is what we're watching for. A fall or inverse head and shoulder neckline. This is what we're watching for potentially, but the environment will definitely have to have a mix-up. If the Fed comes in dovish, I could see stocks rallying, retesting 4,300, breaking towards that neckline. But for now, this just seems to be a hammer resistance. With some failed rallies on the way, we're going to have resistance created, even for the way back up. With a, like I said, 0.25% gain on S&P 500 today, not really the best look. Maybe even just filling this tiny gap here on the daily. Stocks are down. Gold is down. The dollar is up. Inflation is up. And bonds are inverted yet also up. This is a very strange time. I certainly have never lived through something that resembled this in any way. This is odd. Maybe, and I'm just, this is a little bit of tinfoil hat, maybe just off the cuff here. Maybe the world has operated on imaginary money for too long, and now it's time to pay the piper. Everybody lent everyone money that didn't exist, and so now maybe everyone is losing that imaginary money that doesn't exist. I don't know. Love to hear your thoughts. Tom G coming in with high dividend legacy crap. High dividend. I wouldn't doubt it, but if you look at indices are not thriving right now. They're not hot. They're not doing well. The logical thing to me would be to like put money into the dollar, which isn't really an investment. It's a guaranteed loss. If everything is going to go down, yes, the smarter choice is to put your money where it's going to go down the least, right? I just don't like that guaranteed year-over-year loss. Even if the Fed gets inflation under control, it's not. I mean, stagflation is the possibility, but not a realistic long-term possibility. You see, like some stagflation maybe for a year, but that isn't going to make the dollar a good investment. It's not going to make the dollar a long-term investment. One thing we actually didn't look at here that we absolutely should be the euro. This is a big factor. The euro not giving us much either. Just tangoing with parity 1-to-1. The euro was trading at about $1.20 just a year ago. Now down to parity, dipped under parity with the dollar at 1-to-1. I mean, maybe if we saw a push happening on euro, that would explain, okay, value is going to the euro because the euro became undervalued. We're not seeing that. It's fallen to parity and it's chilling. It seems kind of comfortable there, right? It's weird. The euro represents more than 50% of this calculation. Remember, Dixie is a basket of, the dollar weighted against a basket of other currencies, the euro being the heaviest weighted. And so it's reflecting that, not necessarily the dollar's purchasing power. That's where this gets complicated. That's where this gets really complicated. Inflation intrinsically means that dollars have less purchasing power. Yet Dixie is going up. So what does that mean? It means that the dollar is simply inflating slower than the pairs it is traded with that are measured in that basket. So it seems like a loser's game all around. It's a little weird. A little weird. Seems that the ruble was the best investment, says Zabadu. You know, we were looking at the ruble really closely, and now you're making me curious. I know the ruble took a battering when everything started. How's it doing now? Not really. Not really. Certainly in March of this year, the ruble made some sick gains year to date. Let's see. It was up 100% in March of 2022. But now we're looking at a yearly that's down about 20%. So ruble's, I'll say, outpacing the euro. I think that's probably logical. Let's see if we can do Rubier. The Rubier. Did I already have that up? Yep, we can see since March. No. Wait a minute. Did I do this backwards? Euro USD, Rub Euro. So one Rub can buy 0.160. Okay, so it has outpaced. Up 177% against the euro. I don't think I've ever really looked at this pair, to be honest. But even this, this doesn't reflect where value's going. This is the only freaking chart. US 10-year, US 2-year, US whatever, 5-year, US 2-year. Where are my bonds, baby? 2 US note? That's not it. It's US 2. There we go. Not 20-year. What the fudge? US 2. What the hell? US 2-year. This is what it should be. It's like 0.2. There we go. And the 2-year. These are the only things going up. Does this really suggest that investors are more comfortable with, and so the 2-year is actually a much better deal than the 10-year, which is the inversion, is the yield curve inversion, which doesn't make sense and typically leads to problems in the economy. You can put your money down for 2 years and receive almost 4% today. Or you can put your money down for 10 years and receive 3.5%. There is no incentive right now to get the 10-year. The 2-year trading, actually, it looks kind of parabolically higher than the 10-year. This can easily be shown, actually, if we just make it a chart instead of me being an idiot and trying to eye it while we're live. No thanks. 2-year divided by US 10-year. There we go. Ta-da! Let's get rid of let's throw away all these indicators. Okay. And let's multiply this by 100 so it's not a percent, hopefully. And it is. Okay. Why is it a percent? It's not on percent. That's okay. Why? Something's goofy with this. What did I do wrong? I think my math is correct. Maybe it just wants me to do these backwards. I always get it goofed up on the division. Does anyone else get messed up with division? No. We don't want this to be, I don't want it to be a percent. I want it to just be a flat number. Why does dividing two numbers give me a percent? That doesn't make sense. I guess we'll have to do that another day. We'll do it another day. We are in a circus of a market. That's my answer. We are in a circus of a market where you can get a better return on 2 years than you can for 10-year. There is no incentive to buy 10-year, and so I guess logically we should expect the 10-year to collapse, right? Collapse underneath the 2-year as I don't get it. But investors are really saying that 4% in 2 years is a good deal, and that that's a better deal than stocks. It's a better deal than gold. Something's up. Something's up. It does kind of feel like the Fed is determined to... They keep saying tightening, they keep saying rates. It seems like they're determined to have something break. And here's the sign of it right here on the 2-year. On the 2-year yield. You know what, might as well look at Ethereum here quick. If you guys caught my little minute and 30-second video, I'm going to be making more of those. I just wanted to go live today because I'm feeling good. Feeling good, and I know that all those headlines we're getting, I know they're getting to people. They're getting to me. Ethereum pretty on course. Now, from that video, I said I could expect a backtest of about 1500, 1550. That was a previous support. Did not get that. Ethereum barely bouncing here out of its descending structure. If we extend that out, it did get a little bounce, but very weak bounce. And we said we're looking for about 1250. So I will admit at the moment, we did not get 1250. However, we did get 1270, 1280. Let's see. How close are we? About 2% off. That is not brag-worthy in my opinion, but it had the right direction. A good trade could have been made. None of this is financial advice, by the way, guys. All of this is just to use in your own reasoning, to develop your own skill set, etc. I think this was a good call. It definitely gave the right direction of the market. Let me take a peek, actually. What are we looking like on the daily? I know Ethereum has seen better days. This merge was not ideal, apparently. Oh, VWAP's coming up. Momentum still heading down. No, it sucks. I like to use the candle closes instead of the wicks. But had we used the wicks, we would have had a perfect entry. This would have been a perfect entry if we had used the wicks. This is why I say don't blindly copy my trades. Please just use them. Use what I think and, I don't know, how I do analysis to make your analysis better and make your own decisions. If we had used the wicks instead of the body of those candles, it would have been to the penny. It would have been literally the perfect entry. Traded to 1279 and went, those wicks are at 1280. You live and you learn. You know, I get things wrong. I'm still learning every day. Perhaps I do want to start using wicks instead of body closes more. I say that when this is still totally possible. We could still see it fall. Especially if we see a move back to 1,420. That's really the reason I made that video, just to say 420. Not a bad way, actually, to see that move. That might be a pretty sweet trade. Hourly looks like it's rolling over. Hourly on Market Cipher B does look like it wants to do a little rollover. Does the 2-hour... not quite the same. Not really jiving with each other at the moment. 1, 2, 3. Geez, that's some selling pressure. You know, I keep looking for these retracements and we don't get them. Womp. We don't get them. But it doesn't mean I'm going to change the way I do my analysis. Markets are dynamic, ever changing. I'm still thinking 1250. I'm still thinking it. Maybe we see a return to the 618 here. Just under 1420. Maybe it snipes us again. That trend line, it's descending trend, maybe lining up pretty well. Maybe right here. How's this monthly looking? Ethereum. I mean, here's the something I can say with some pretty strong certainty is if 1,250 breaks, Ethereum really doesn't find support until 1,000 again. This is not great looking. Not great looking. But you know what's also important to say is Ethereum did not look good back here either in early 21. In early 2021, Ethereum looked like crap and it still went to higher highs. Didn't go very much higher, but this was maybe the most bearish looking structure I'd seen in crypto. Like you have a V-shaped blow off top, you have some kind of like local capitulation into lower highs, you hit the same support, you bounce into another lower high, and at this point, everyone in the world should have been thinking Ethereum's going to break down. Like this is an awful pattern, right? But it didn't. So Even if it does test 1,000 again, we'll see as that comes. Doesn't mean it's done. You guys know I've long been a skeptic of the merge. Hate to say it. I don't like to. I hate when people say "told you so" because it's so stupid. Told you so. Yeah, dude. But then, like, when you were wrong, you didn't call yourself out. So, yeah, cherry picking. So I didn't tell you so, but I did share with you my concerns. So structurally, same thing. I hate that this wick snagged it. We may still see the full 1250 tested, but structurally this looks pretty good if this area holds. You have resistance. You broke it, you back tested it as support, so now what do we need? We need a break of our high, which unfortunately really means we're gonna have to see some fuel under the bulls. And at this moment, I just don't see it happening. That being said, the 21st, big movements. Expect big movements into the end of this month. After the FOMC meeting. Actually, this looks pretty clean. Maybe we do get a back test of 1,420, just for the memes. Like, consolidation, support, you fall, you test that 1,420 again, and then you either bounce off a higher low and you move up, or maybe you test 12-ish, 50 completely, you get a lower high and you break down. That's probably how I would see it. One of these two ways. One of these two, right? All right. Has Bitcoin done anything while we were live? Find out right now. That 200 weekly keeps trucking up. I'm gonna have to get that off. Momentum on 5 minutes coming down. Ooh, a nice little catch on the 15. Nice. It's caught on the... Ooh, I need to get rid of all these labels. Oh, man. Get rid of these labels. 30, 45. Actually, a little fake out potential here. I think that's best observed on the hourly here for Market Cypher. Right here, we saw momentum looking to wane off, roll over, and was caught. You get this little divot. We might have to come up with a name. Anybody have a name for this divot, this thing? I just call them fake outs. It's like, looks like it wants to go one direction, doesn't actually close that way, and then continues. So actually the hourly looking to me pretty bullish as it money flow is pulling up. VWAP is back up and momentum faked this out. Huh. Hourly resistance definitely 19.3. That's where I closed some of that position. Easy peasy. We see that reflected here. 37 minutes to close above 19.3. Could be a retest of 19.9. Could be a retest of 19.9. What an ugly pattern. T4, we already hit that. What am I missing? What am I missing? I feel like I'm missing something. What is the puzzle? There's a piece of the puzzle that I didn't get yet. How much time has passed? Props to everyone here, by the way. Props if you're here. I love you. I'm going to read the chat in 2 seconds. Props if you're still here. This is day 92. Day 92 of June 18th's low being in. We have not seen a trade lower. 92 days later and you're still here. Pat yourself on the back. You're going to make it. You're going to make it. You're going to make it. We never back tested, at least on Coinbase, though I have recently decided that I no longer favor Coinbase for charting. So I kind of embarrassingly have it up still. I believe on... Let's make a new chart. What is it, the 18th? No, I don't want to load one. I'd copy one. I might have hit my unlimited number. Okay, cool. It's a bug. The other day it told me that I'd hit the limit. It said you have 99999 charts. Under your plan, you are only allowed to have unlimited. And I thought maybe I actually had 10,000 charts. Wouldn't surprise me. Would not actually surprise me. What's up, Robert, my man? How you doing? Robert, you're just the man. You know that? I want you to know you're appreciated. Actually, I was wrong. On Binance, May's low was not back tested. This changes everything. Not really. It really doesn't. Doesn't really change anything. ahead and change anything. 200 weekly keeps trucking up despite price down. Honestly, for all the scary headlines today, that's a pretty bullish candle. That's a pretty bullish candle for all of the spooky headlines. We have 4 hours. What's the ideal close today? Obviously, let's close green. That's the ideal close because we get a beautiful hammer. But unfortunately, we're going to have resistance there, 19.4 for the daily open. Trading above there gives us a beautiful hammer on the daily. And maybe that narrative will change. Maybe some of that narrative also coming from the recent US CFTC / SEC / actually, I don't want to name names because I don't want it to get personal, because you guys know I never talk badly about other creators, and I don't wish them anything bad, no matter who they are, really. Unless they're Trevon James. Just kidding. I don't hate you, Trevon, even though you're probably a bad person. The SEC actually indicted a YouTuber today. You guys can Google that yourselves. I don't want to spread rumors. I don't have all the info. But I think what's kind of obvious here is the government is moving. They're moving, and the timing is very sus. They're moving immediately after the Ethereum merge. Something about that rubs me the wrong way. Something about that. The scariest headline today is Decoupling is on the run. Is he a danger to the public? Nah. He's a danger to investors, man. No, it's not BitBoy Alchemist. Lucky Thoughts with the $2. Thank you, my friend. I hope your channel's going well. I haven't actually checked it out, but I'm waiting for that DM, brother. Bill Super 73. $50 super chat with the rocket. What's up, buddy? How you doing, brother? Thank you. Oh, no, not dollar. Pound. Well, no, since they're parity, that's basically a dollar. Same thing. Max Antenna, yes. It's not BitBoy, though. You have to Google it. I don't want to talk crap. I don't want people to think I'm speaking poorly of someone else. But, yeah, the SEC indicted someone. I believe it was this morning. It might have been yesterday, but I believe it was this morning for something in 2018. And you guys on this channel, you know, we have not really followed the typical YouTuber path. We have sponsors that are trading tools and exchanges, but we have not followed the path of paid promotion in the sense of coins, altcoin projects, things like that. Full transparency. I've told you guys before. I'll bring it up again. There was one video that I made very clear, and that was for NFT.com that I did. That was an interview where I wasn't encouraging anyone to buy or sell anything or invest. I was just interviewing the founder, and they paid me $7,500. I would do that again. Send me people to interview. Pay me 10 grand, I'll interview you. I'm not going to tell people to buy or not, you know. I'm not going to say, oh my God, this is going to the moon. But that's not the path that most YouTubers have taken. And since the indictment's from something in 2008, I think that gives you an idea of, man, there really might not be kind of statute of limitations on these things. And even if there is, there probably hasn't been enough time passed for that to activate. And now we're kind of maybe, I hope, I pray, because seriously, guys, I didn't take this path. I probably gave up millions and millions of dollars. Definitely multiple millions, if not tens, maybe. If I had, in theory, accepted every offer, if that makes sense, which I couldn't have done, wouldn't have had enough time. But I did it for a reason. And it comes to maybe why I'm in Bitcoin, why I like the coins that I like. I very much see this space as inevitable. I don't look at tomorrow. I look down the road. And that's how I've always looked. That's where my eyes have always been fixed in crypto. And to me, it was a no-brainer. Like, if I shill investments, down the road, I'm going to get in trouble. That's my only goal here. I don't want to go to jail for this. I love streaming. I love charting. I love crypto. I love chilling with you guys. But none of it is worth going to jail. So I made those decisions, and it hasn't been the fastest track, man. Hasn't been the fastest track to success. It's been long. We've been streaming almost 4 years. It's like 3.5. And we're at 64-ish thousand subscribers, and I'm hella proud. And I fucking love all of you. You all are amazing for finding this place. Like, I love you guys. I would be here doing this alone if you weren't here with me. But we didn't take the fast track. And you know what? I'm going to send good energy out to every other creator in the space because greed's a bitch. And I really don't want anyone... I believe in justice, but I don't personally wish anything negative on anyone, so... Google isn't helping you find answers. Jesse Wilson. Did you Google SEC indictment unregistered securities? It saved me from jail, Vibe Essential. That, you know, even if, like, I did go to jail, like, yes, not going to jail is a big thing, but, like, really what it is I saw it as, this is just me taking money from people, you know, from one party to take advantage of my viewers, like, so that they lose money. And that was a moral thing. Like, really, my morals have what kept me away from them. I love you, I gamble. William S. have the best live stream. Sometimes. We're going to have the best live stream on the 21st. On the 21st, we're going to have the best live stream. You guys better come hyped for the FOMC meeting. 1 p.m. East, we're going to start. What is happening with XRP? Alchemist, since I saw XRP up there, we'll take a look. Here's 5, I can 10x it to 50. Should I do a trading challenge? You know, people have asked me that recently. They're like, what, how, like, did you do like a trading, you know, like 5K to 100K challenge? And I just never thought of it. I just make trades. But if you guys want to watch that, why not? Success or failure, it's still good content, right? XRP, not looking bad. Definitely not out of the woods. Definitely, this is Bitfinex. I'm gonna start being more mindful of what exchange I'm using. Because, I mean, Bitfinex is great for history. It's really great for history. But not a lot of liquidity there. Not really reflective all the time of price action. More wicks. XRP. We're gonna need to see a bigger time frame. So, definitely showing some strength here. Amid all of this SEC, CFTC talk. I'm going to have to make an in-depth video about that when I have all the info. I don't want to speak before I have all the info. Showing some strength here. Retesting, July's high. All up in May's May's previous support. This is what we were looking at earlier for Bitcoin and saying, man, we never made it back to 25K. Kind of weird. XRP tapping on that door. Let's see actually what it looks like on the monthly, looking hella good. All right. I did say earlier in this month, I don't remember what stream it was. I'll give someone $1 if they find it. On one of the streams, I did say when we looked at XRP, I would take XRP to 40 cents. It was some point this month. At some point. I think it actually had already hit 40 cents this month, like since then, but like now I'm just realizing it. Oh no, it didn't. It only went to 39.9 something. All right. Here's what I like about it. You got a bullish engulfing on the monthly. On Bitcoin and I believe total, we're looking for it just to hang on. Just for it to close above a 2008 high. XRP is showing a little strength with a bullish engulf in 11 days and 5 hours. It closed above, let's call it 38 cents. I'll be impressed. Let's see where we might look for resistance. Well, you can always assume maybe psychological 50 cents. That's always a good bet. I do like to preface that with, yes, psychological resistances are real because we make them real, but they don't tend to be major pivots, in my opinion. They don't tend to be major pivots. For example, let's say, you know, XRP just goes straight up today and into the end of this month. It goes to that 50 cents. Maybe we see it come back, test like this monthly resistance at 38, and then move higher. Like, we don't tend to see those psychologicals be like the major decision inflection points, but they do tend to interact at least short term with price. Almost always. It's 0.5 retrace, not bad. I haven't looked at this chart in depth in a while. 61 cents wouldn't be a terrible target. Ooh, and I like that. 94.95. Here's some hopium. Here's probably the major levels I'd be looking at. That looks pretty good. The only like real issue on the XRP chart at all is like you have this monthly consolidation. If you reject, you don't close above 38 cents, and then next month you just see a corresponding, it's like Christmas lights, red, green, red, green. If you see a red candle back down, yeah, maybe hold support there. But if you don't, it's threatening where you might find support below. It is threatening. You see like this pump dump pump before the rally in 2021, 22 cents would be like the next point. So we don't do financial advice here, guys. But even as an OG, even as someone who bought, I do have XRP. It's not my favorite thing, but I do own some. I'm probably going to have it forever. Even as an OG, if I were to look to pick some up, this would be very tempting. 21 cents, 22 cents could be very tempting for me. 32 cents, not really quite as nice in my, for me, my cost average is lower. But 22 cents, I might even be tempted to maybe add to my bag a little bit. I'll have to take a look at my cost basis. VWAP and momentum on the monthly for XRP rolling over. Looking actually kind of strong. Weekly, we have uneven butt cheek. Wow, this chart is actually pretty nice. We have uneven butt cheeks on the downside, suggesting a rollover reversal to the upside. VWAP on the weekly. We have a higher high. Money flow trending. Weekly looks strong as hell. XRP, didn't expect to be saying that today. XRP looking very good on the weekly. Let's see what it actually looks like. I keep doing that. I wish I could disable these buttons when I was live. Trading above weekly resistance. Man, you just have to have a break of like 40 cents though. You got to. You break 40-ish cents and there's not a lot above you. We could draw it that way. We could draw it this way. You have an order block on the weekly before the fall, like most charts do. That's essentially just 39 cents. You make it through 39 cents though. And you're looking at 50, maybe 61. Let's add a little text here. A little context. Break, weekly, order block. Here we go. There we go. Not bad. You got your XRP at 21 cents. There you go, man. I mean, 21, 22 cents. That's what I said. Even as like an OG, like I'm not interested in Bitcoin at 20K. But I might be interested. XRP at 22. That's a discount that I can actually see. Mr. Panda, I think when YouTubers get into the realm of accepting paid promotions, that may become back to bite some. Well, we're seeing that happen. We've seen it happen lightly in the past. Bitcoin's moving. My opinion is, yeah, we're going to see more of it. We're only going to see more of it. And that's what I kind of went on a tirade earlier about how our channel has grown and taken what I'll call the longer path, the slower growth path. Our income, obviously referrals, but was for many years just Patreon, which was like me giving one-on-one like mentoring to people. That is not the most lucrative per hour. It's not very scalable, but what it did do is it did connect me with the community. There's a lot of people who have been here for years and probably will be here for years because of it. And I don't regret it. I could have made a lot more money, but that's not what this has ever been about for me. Bitcoin has never been about the money. Like, I certainly don't reject the money, but it's never been about the money. Bitcoin is the only thing I've ever believed in my entire life. You call me a heathen. Never believed in anything else. This is the first real thing that I've ever experienced. And that's what it's about for me. Well, we broke our high. We broke past earlier today's high, and I think now we're headed for a clean 19.9. What do you guys think? Let's see what this trade's doing. We do have a hammer on the daily, as we were looking for earlier. Our trade is soaring. We closed our short too early, but we opened that long just in time, didn't we? That's right. Hell yeah. Oh man, if we get a close on the daily like this, whoo boy. Whew boy, if we get a freaking green close on the daily, it's time to get hype. It's time to get hype if we get a green close on the daily. That is a beautiful hour. This is a beautiful daily candle, man. Look at that bottom wick. When was the last time we had a bottom wick anywhere near this? I think that this bottom wick, actually, 7.6%. How much? So the daily's not closed yet. 6.43. Damn. We have a whole 4 hour candle to go. So like, just because it's a hammer candle right now does not mean we're closing this way. We have a whole 4 hour candle left. Very commonly when we see a move into the last 4 hour candle, it just moves sideways and does nothing. But something absolutely of interest to me right now. Let's get, where's this little button? Call out, here we go. Right here. This wick, man, if we close, this is like a 6.5% wick. That's one of the biggest downside wicks that we've had. Let's we're going to use the magnet tool to get a precise reading here. And we're going to use our price range. June 2022, when we fell to that dreaded 17.5, was a 7.65% bottom wick. 7.65. .65% wick. Today, if we close, we still have to close the day, but if we close, we have a 6.5% bottom wick. That is the second largest bottom wick in this entire 92-day period. That's actually something. That's meaningful. What does that show? Does that mean moon? No. No. And in fact, here's an example. I don't you love it? Like, I have like a good point, and then I go and find an example, and I like wreck my own point. Here's an example, actually. This is a 7% wick. So does a bottom wick always mean moon? No. No. But it does more often than not. So just like everything in trading, this is a probability game. It is more probable with a strong bottom wick that you see upside. It is more probable with a strong top wick, so we'll say like right here, that you see more downside. Here's an example that ruins what I was saying, though I guess you could say, yeah, it kind of got wrecked, but you never broke that low before moving higher. So if it were to play out the same, maybe you see like something like this. Well, it would have to break this high. So no, it doesn't mean guaranteed moon. We do have 4 hours to go, but it does show that there are buyers at this level. That is what it shows, without a doubt. I guess maybe some of you guys showed that trade earlier, are a part of that. I opened one of the biggest longs that I've opened on this account. Wasn't perfect. Was not perfect by any means, and I closed half of it. Do I regret closing half of it? No. That was the right move. 18,750, I closed half of it at 19.3. Now we're up at 19.5. This is one of the biggest trading traps, though, is people will beat themselves up for this, and they'll be like, oh, I closed too early, I'm terrible. You're just you've just locked in profit, and now you're going to be mad at yourself. So what scenario do you even allow to exist where you're like not mad at yourself, right? That is a huge mental trap. You do not want to be doing that. Anytime you lock in profit, a win's a win. Period. Even if it keeps going. One trade will never make you rich. There is no get rich quick. Period. But maybe this is a good lesson. Like I said, please don't just copy my trades. There's more to trading than an entry and an exit and a stop. But maybe what I did on this trade is something you can take with you in your future trades. I made a good trade. I got a good entry. I definitely went below my entry. But I didn't close. I didn't panic. I had a plan. But what I did do is, once that was in nice profit, I closed half of it. So I still have half of it open. I took profit on half of it. So instead of all or nothing, closing it or leaving it open, I split the difference. Maybe that's something you can take with you that'll be of value. Next time you don't know what to do on a trade, maybe you should just cut it in half, close half. Maybe not. It's going to come up to what's going on at the time. It's definitely is going to be on a on basis. What's going on then? But that's just good mentality. All or nothing is rarely the answer. By the way, guys, please keep smashing the likes. I don't know how many we have. I haven't been looking. Check out Bybit. They have a limited time 0% fee on spot trading. Cheers to that. Like, spot trading is the way, man. If you haven't spot traded till your fingers bled, you aren't prepared for leverage. But sign up using my link. They are our sponsor. They do sponsor this channel. Let me see. Shout out to the newsletter. Should have a new article on this newsletter coming this week. And we have some big announcements coming. I have a meeting after this live stream for it. We're going to be starting a blog site. It's not going to be just crypto. It's still up in the air necessarily. Nothing's set in stone, but the site should be done today. But it will cover not just crypto, but just economics, markets in general. And if any of you are interested in writing for it, send me a message on Discord. Jump in the Discord, send me a message. I think we haven't settled on like payment and stuff yet, but I can say that it is not going to be free, though you're welcome to volunteer if you want to write an article. Get it published on the Crown website, you're welcome to. Obviously, we'll review it a little bit. We're not just going to publish anything, but yeah, check it out. The goal is to create a circle of traffic from the newsletter to the YouTube, Twitter, to the webpage, funnel traffic in a circle. But yeah, we're going to be looking for writers. Faux show. You're investing in XLM Stellar, Daniel D. Bolt. I was looking at Stellar the other day, actually, because I've been hearing more about XRP, and I was like, huh, I've been hearing about XRP. I wonder how Stellar's doing. Stellar is, well, the price action is not stellar. I can say that. It's not Stella. Thanks for the great content. Thank you, Max Sanata, my friend. Thank you for being here, dude. Thanks for chilling. I think I missed some subscribers. Not many, though. Not many. Have not missed many. Weird. It's not the most exciting day, I suppose. Though we have like hundreds, maybe like 600 watching. Let's get 420 likes, guys. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Like if you haven't liked. Those all count as engagement chat in the live stream. The more engagement we get, the more YouTube shows this video to new viewers. That's how we grow. We choose not to do. We choose not to shill S coins. We do it the slow way, and that means getting our viewers to engage and sharing it with their friends. So I did miss some subscribers. Definitely sorry if you're not here, but if you are here, Benjamin Ayuwationen. I butchered that, but you're the man. First one to subscribe in the stream. Rich Anderson. What up, man? Obe became a member for 5 months in a row. You the man, Obe. Bill Super and Coins Chick, thank you again for your super chats. Victor Nowasu? These are hard names today, dude. Olapeju Olawol. And I apologize again if I've butchered them. Daniel D. Bolt, my man. This is why we're looking at XLM, just because you said it. Brent Thuma. Nikesh Plays. And Andrew became a member. What's up, Andrew? Dill Cosby. That's a great name. Welcome, Dill Cosby. The man. Hopefully not actually. The man. Dill Cosby. We're going to have to get a new chart because this is wild. It's been a long time since we looked at this chart. One thing that stands out to me, though, is XLM does seem to be chilling at the lowest support we identified whenever we looked at this chart last. Not bad. Definitely don't want to see trading below that. Let's fire it up. Fire it up. Fire up this chart. XLM. This is not the full history, but it'll have to do. What do you got? I think you're right at monthly. 10 cents, 9 cents, yeah. Right at like monthly support. This would be the equivalent on Bitcoin's chart of like 12K, and then it dipped to 9 and it went up to 40, 42 or whatever, blah, 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 went to 69 and came back down. This is the equivalent monthly resistance / potentially support. It might be some plays to be made on XLM. XLM, not one of my favorite coins either, but that's okay. You don't have to like the coins I like. I don't know. I think there's something to be done here. Let's get rid of that. Go down to the hours. Now, this looks ugly. Like, this is ugly as hell, right? But this is also one of our favorite patterns to play. The reason this looks ugly is because you have a flat bottom with descending highs. Probability says you move to the downside. However, we like to play this because it allows you to create really tight plays. And I like those because tight plays, mean that you can manage risk easier. Or at least you can manage risk and take on less risk. My freaking fib retracement's gone. God, the struggle, man. The struggle. I could take this. Probably be looking just about 10 cents for entry. You may get it, you may not. As you can, I mean, you can really bring this stop loss down low. It's still a 3-to-1 at like 6 cents all the way up to like 21. So 3-to-1. I think I would take it more like this. We're really gonna play that safety net. We're really gonna play the bottom has to hold or we're out game with this. Even just up to the previous 618. That's a 12-to-1. Let's give it a little more room. There we go. Something like this. Not financial advice. Please do your own research. This pattern looks like it wants to break to the downside. However, this is a major support. It's held. XLM likely to follow the rest of the market. Likely to follow total Bitcoin. Like everything else. If everything else falls down, this is too. This play is playing against. It's playing against the probability. But it's saying, okay, knowing that I'm playing against the probability, I can really limit my losses by having a tight stop, and we're going to look for a bounce. The percent chance of this happening, I would say, is lower than this happening. But because you can get such a favorable risk to reward, for example, this is an 8.5, way bigger than we usually take. You don't really expect it. You don't really expect probability to be with you on an 8-to-1. If this was a 2-to-1, you would hope it's with you. On an 8-to-1, you really don't have to win this trade very often. Like 1 out of every, what? I don't even know what the math is. 12 times, something like that. Something weird. 8 times. I'll just say 8. You're not expecting a 50% chance of success. You're expecting a low percent chance of success with a tight stop loss and a nice little take profit. I think even if we move it down just to August's, even just August high at like 13 cents, you're still at a 4.5. That's pretty good. That's pretty solid. You could be more conservative and really wait for 0.969. Nice, I like that number. Or you could be more aggressive, go from like 10, like we've done here. Either way. If XLM loses 10 cents, this chart looks terrible. Looks terrible. Bitcoin's chilled out. Not moving. Let's put another alert. We're cruising. Shout out from Kenya. Digital marketer Ken. How you doing, man? I like tight plays and flat bottoms too. Cheers. Boob man. I'm just kidding. Mr. Jujutsu. Bitcoin bounce, or Bitcoin Ripple. We already looked at Ripple. Is it bouncing hard? It's not looking bad. On the weekly, it's one of the stronger charts. One of the stronger charts on the weekly. Here's the issue. You're at the weekly order block. This is where you're at. So going long right here, right now is going long into resistance. Not a great play. Would not surprise me if you get a close on the weekly or if you just trade higher than, say, 40 cents. Would not surprise me to see maybe 50. You might get a back test of 38. Maybe move on up to 618. That's 6174, but I think 618 sounds better, so we're going to change it to 618. Because it's the fib. Bloop. And we're going to make this 0.50. That's interesting that we have like... And this is 382. What in the actual... Okay, this is weird. Oh, it's 37. Let's do 382. Now it's a fib chart. That's weird. That's weird. I don't know what to say about it. Anyway, wouldn't surprise me, but going long into resistance is typically not what we look to do here. In my opinion, even a short play would be smarter. Even though we have this here and we're saying, hey, this is likely to go up. In my opinion, the short play is going to be the smarter play, simply because you're into resistance. Now, this doesn't mean you're betting on it going to 0, doesn't mean you're betting on it going to 222. But what you can say is, because we said, all right, we have this weekly order block at like 39 cents. If we break it, we're looking for 50. So we can use the reverse logic of that. And we can say, all right, well, I could short. And this is not financial advice, make your own decisions. But this is the logic behind it is, I could make a short, look for a higher low, and then look to go long, profit off the short on the way. Let's see how that looks. Why is this so long? There we go. That looks pretty good to me. Maybe that take profit might be a little too low. We'll see. No. Okay. That looks pretty damn perfect, actually. That looks really nice. So maybe you get stopped out, but your stop can be tight. This is almost the exact opposite play of the XLM thing we were just talking about. If you get stopped out, at least it's a tight stop. You're fine. But if you don't, and if it doesn't break that order block, maybe you look for it to come back down to the 618. That's looking like a juicy level. We do see 618 retracements happen very commonly. This one's sitting right at, what? Previous resistance. This would be a pretty technical sound play. Going long potentially at 36 versus right up here at the resistance is a much smarter play. Much smarter play. Not financial advice. You guys do you make your own decisions, but this is my thoughts on the topic. This would be a slick play, man. I'm gonna lock this baby. Having trouble drinking this thing. There you go. And if you want to like then be hopium to the upside, you could do something like this. Then you say, all right, we won't break our low because you believe it's bullish. You're looking for a move to 50 cents. There you go. So you'd be looking for 618. Boom. Up to psychological level, resistance, etc. Let's see if our extension lines up. I took these off for some reason. Looks like maybe T618. Nah. Nope. Not right there, at least. Doesn't line up right. But that's okay. It doesn't have to be. Doesn't have to be perfect. 48 cents. There's a lot. It's weird how both of those I just took both pointed to 48 cents. So let's actually just take it to 48. Boom. There you go. That's how I'd play it. Not financial advice, but there you go. And a lot of you might think that that means I'm bearish. It's actually not bearish. It's a pretty damn bullish play. Looking for a 618 retrace to a long. That's a slick play. Slick. ApeCoin 14% again. Like, guys, don't. When the whole market is like doing nothing and you just see coins kind of bumping, like, it's up 20% today, but it's not like it's nowhere. It's just like in between its high and its low. If it breaks, I don't know, $8, or if it breaks $3, it's done something, and until then, it's just doing nothing. These are like look at this. This is a great example. So you could people were almost certainly saying that September 17th, right? Because that was 20%. It closed at 20% day. People who longed at the top of that saw a 10% decline in the next day, aka high leverage was stopped out. So to see that happen again, not crazy. Not a crazy play. Not a crazy thing to see happen. Look for major pivots. Any single given daily candle in the green is irrelevant. If this candle was a 2% candle, but it broke higher, it would be much more relevant. I really don't think that Ape is the best investment. That is my opinion. We did snipe this invisible entry at 350 all the way back in June, which was wild. We did that live. And we sniped the top. We wrecked this coin, man. We wrecked that coin. But I've bought none of it. I don't plan on it. Don't plan on it. Though I could see it someday returning 12 bucks. It's only a 2x. Only a 2x. Sergio, the moon Carl bought Ethereum today, so expect red candles. I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. Depends on when he bought it. I bet he bought it, like, right here. It would not surprise me to see a tweet from Carl the Moon 6 hours ago that says he bought Ethereum. Right there. We'll see. This is really what scares me about Ethereum. FBTC on the monthly. Is it still bearish engulfed? Gotta shake that bearish engulfing. If you don't, it looks bad. Thank you for hyping up the chat, Robert. I appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. James Mangwan Pol Buddha. I don't know what that means. Where are you, El Hess? What's up, Satoshi Nakamoto, the creator of Bitcoin himself, gracing us. Gracing us. This is our dollar trade from Friday. Hasn't gotten stopped, hasn't filled. Or hasn't gotten stopped, hasn't taken profit. Prices are right back to where it was. Kind of leads me to believe we're on the right track. This is starting to look like an expanding pattern, so it might actually come down for our stop. You're going to McDonald's with Carl Moon, Jason Casper? Christian Lay, you didn't invite me? Why does no one invite me? XTZ gonna 3x for the end of this month? Sleep. That is a bold prediction. I wouldn't mind that. I've been chatting with one of the XTZ developer people on the team, and they've opened my eyes to some stuff. Not even necessarily about XTZ. That person's an OG. Shout out to them. They know who they are. But they got me in touch with Stacks, who I unknowingly made a video about a long time ago, not paid. And I think that I actually really align with the Stacks community well. Kind of in the same way I align with the Litecoin community. The Stacks community, Stacks is like a layer 2 for Bitcoin, basically. To my knowledge. I shouldn't speak about it because I don't remember actually. It's been like months since I did that video. But they're in the same kind of like maximalism, like redefining maximalism. They're in that camp with me. So I'll let you guys know. I'll let you guys know what I discover. So far, so good. Stacks community, Sergio, dude, I feel stupid for like just finding it. I think the weakness Stacks has had is I don't think that it's been marketed well. Even as like a OG, I guess at this point, I wasn't really aware at all of what they were. I just thought they were another altcoin. I don't know. Bitcoin fundamentalists, exactly. I like that. I like that. Love Jeet wants dot. Anything for Love Jeet, man. Anything for Love Jeet. Love Jeeta. Love Jeeta. Vegeta. Okay, look at Reef coin. Rahul Johari. Oh, well, looks like dot is right where we left it, baby. Right where we left it. Our in-stream trade is literally just filling again. It never hit our take profit. Never hit that $14, but it did bounce. Did see a higher high. If we see this low hold on dot today, it actually looks pretty good. 1 sec. Actually looks pretty good. Get a higher low there. If you break below $6, dot's looking poopy. Down to 420. What's up, Crypto Billy, my man? I appreciate you. You know what, Crypto Billy? Can I trust you, Crypto Billy? I think I can trust you. I think I can trust you. I have nothing really to say about dot. It's right where we left it. Your RSI is higher. Price is the same. Market Cipher is leaning a little bearish on it for now. You just don't want $6 to break. This, honestly, I wouldn't change this trade at all. You might be able to do. I'm going to cheater us on this one. I don't ever do this, but I'm going to cheater us on this one because we already had this trade open. There is still, from the same entry, there are tighter trades to be made. That's still a 4.6 to 1. Our original trade 24.4 to 1. That is a little too big for its own britches. You can see we actually had some, 50% upside, but that wouldn't have taken profit. So even a tighter trade, right back to the local 618 at, I don't know, $8, could be made for 4-1. If you think there's a more than a 25% possibility that it hits $8 before it breaks 6, then maybe that's a good trade. What you should be doing is smashing the likes and subscribes. How many likes and how many likes do we have? Do we have 420? XRP topping? Well, we did just talk about a short on it. Wouldn't surprise me. What did we actually just have? We talked about this earlier in the episode. We said, man, this daily looks really strong. It's now in a hammer. But what did I say then? But it's not yet time to get excited because we have one more candle to close on the 4 hour. And look at that. 5 minutes ago. 5 minutes ago, the new 4 hour candle started, and what happened? Exactly as predicted is what happened. We got a red candle. But we are still above that daily. As long as it closes above 19.4, we have a little hammer on our hands. Hammer hands, some would say. Hammer hands. Hammer hands. Ooh. Computer's a little laggedy. Part of me wants to close it. Part of me wants to close it. I don't trust green into the last 4 hour candle. I found it's bad practice. But you know what? What fun is that? I'm gonna leave it open. I already took half of it. I'm gonna leave it open. Maybe I'll set a stop at like 18.8. Oh no, that's where our entry was. Son of a bee. I'll leave it. I like to live life dangerously. Dangerous. Dangerous. The stream's current bitrate is higher than we recommend. Screw you, I don't care. We have 302 likes. I promised myself I would only stream for like an hour. Oh dang, we dropped off cliff for viewers too. That's okay. I promised myself I would only... Ooh, there's an echo. I'm gonna give myself a like. With 470 watching, we could have 420 likes right now. But people are being a little conservative. I understand during the bear market, you don't want to just be giving up your likes. You never know when you'll get more. Who bought more Bitcoin, Wahid? Well, I got my long open, so technically me too. How's the new GPU? I don't really know. It doesn't really seem any different. I did clean out the computer hardcore. I think that really was the difference. Thank you, Cryptid Billy. You're my man. What's up, Marius? Jenny Lee. You're used to the bear market. Doesn't faze you. We are forged in the bear. Our souls are forged in the bear. You will be comforted by the blood. Ooh, martial law. For some reason, I didn't hear the ding. What's your outlook on LTC in the short term? Bruh. In the short term? Nothing. It's just mere Bitcoin. Well, you know what? This Bitcoin dump actually did line up really well with something. This Bitcoin dump lined up perfectly. It was like, it's almost exactly when it needed it. Wait, what? Oh no. Since Bitcoin's recovered, it's lost it. That's poopy. That's poop. Yep. Bitcoin dumped and Litecoin just exploded off of this like quarterly open. And I guess since Bitcoin's recovered, it's sunk down below it again. I don't love that. But what we can see is starting from June, Litecoin has outpaced Bitcoin, even though we have this red candle here. It is outgaining it. To me, this looks very much like a bottom in LTC BTC. So to be honest, I don't know. Short term depends on what you mean by that, but I expect a retest of resistance up here at 0.003. Especially if Bitcoin sees more bleeding. It's been interesting to watch LTC BTC just inverse trade BTC USD. Bitcoin dumps, this goes up. Might suggest that Litecoin has a stronger support below it. We'll see. What's up, Strong Hun? What's up, Strong Hun? Flex it for everybody. Dr. Shahid Masood official. We have a doctor in the house. Good, I'm going to need one. For all this blood, we're going to need one. Let's get rid of a bunch of these charts because they're clogging up my RAM. And we've got the boring 4 hour coming. We knew it was coming. Our Atom trade. Atom's teasing us. Is it really not going to fill us again? This one will be like considerably farther. You have a higher low. Still in play. Tezos. I was looking at Tezos. I bought a tiny amount of Tezos just because that guy. I was just like, you know what, man? Because Tezos, because you've given me this information about stacks, I got like, I don't know, $100 worth of it. I got like 100 Tezos. Ooh, Dixie trade. Dixie trade. Keep an eye on that one. That's it. That's an eye keeper. Ethereum's chilling. Hasn't broken its high. I'm still looking for 1,250. Bitcoin, I mean, I do like this bottom. I do like what we have on the hourly here. I'd like to see a strong close today. Did stocks close? Yes, they closed. Yes. Close with the gap fill. Not really bullish. Not really bullish. S&P 500 has gaps above it. More gaps above it. Does have the uneven butt cheeks potential here, though. Lower high on money flow, not great, but a higher high in VWAP. Actually, I could see stocks going for a little trip. But I can't imagine like anything going anywhere. Like, I can imagine everything moving before the 21st, and then I imagine no matter what the decision is by the Fed, everything will bleed on the 21st. So it'll be a spicy day. Make sure to tune in. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss it. Those are our hypest of hype days. Hypest of hype. I'm really watching crypto total market cap, the closest of anything. Does not look great, but I'll take a green candle on it today. Wow, my voice is going. Blah. What's up, console? You'd close it. It's nice profits. All right. Wait, no. I need to reload. What about Matic Polygon Wahid? I haven't gotten any alerts, so I doubt it's really moved. Love from Bangladesh. Love to Bangladesh. Fakhrul Mishu. Love to Bangladesh. Heed. Eek. Satoshi Nakamoto. Will you send me 50 of the original Satoshi coins, please? Rahul still asking for Reef. If I have a Reef chart. Okay, we'll pull it open. I love LTC. That's right, Liberty. Where are we? This is an old chart. Whew. How wrong were we about this one? Womp. Reef. I mean, you do have a higher high. You're not really seeing that in the market. Okay. I see why you're looking at it. You have a higher high here. Cool. That's good. Most of the market doesn't. And I kind of see what you're getting at. Yeah. I see what we're getting at. This is an interesting chart. I didn't want to look at it, but... I will. It caught my eye now. I can see something like this. 4 to 1. 4 to 1. I'll take 4 to 1. You're betting that the 20, 50, and 100 MAs hold. Price doesn't go lower. You're at a daily resistance. You broke it. You're back testing it as support. That's not a bad chart. In fact, this is kind of a chart that stands out. This certainly doesn't mean it has to go up, but you have good volume on this pump. You broke through resistance. You have a higher high. You're kind of consolidating above it. Not a lot of the market looks like this. I think it would make sense to see a test of 0.087-ish cents. That's interesting, man. That's interesting enough that I'll put an alert. I'll set my alerts, man. What I like about it, what I like about this, where's your name? Is it Jahid? Wahid? No. I'm getting people confused. What I like about it is it's not at the top of a green candle today and someone asked me to look at it. Well done. This is spicy, man. This is spicy. I can't find many things like this. You had resistance, you broke it, now you're on top of it. Can it do this? Yeah, sure. It definitely can. But that's always on the table. This is what we're looking for. Do you think that there is a 25% chance or greater that it will reach here before here? That is the question that you would ask yourself for this trade. Good eye, good chart. I'm going to save that. And everything started to dump. Everything started to dump on this 4-hour rollover. Lame. I hate when charts are predictable like that. We get an indecision candle. Might see some spice into the daily close, but I kind of doubt it. Guys, if you haven't subscribed, if you haven't joined the Discord, if you haven't followed me on Twitter, haven't signed up for the newsletter, you should do that. Highly recommend it. You should definitely check out the links in the video description below. Our sponsors, Bybit and Market Cypher, 2 of the best in the biz. That's right, baby. Nothing but the best. 0% trading fee spot on Bybit, limited time. I don't even know the terms. I'm a terrible promoter. I don't have a lot of practice. Make sure you've done all those things. Go check out the links in the video description below. Sign up with our sponsors, etc. Tune into the 21st for the Tom Powell meeting. It's going to be fire. I'm going to see you guys in the Discord after the live stream. My voice is going. I love you. Crown out.